mo ba na pumalo sa 95.3% o 47.70 milyon ang bilang ng mga Pilipinong may trabaho na may edad 15 pataas? Ayon sa Philippine Statistics Authority, mas mataas ito ng 3.14 milyon na kumpara noong Hulyo 2023 na pumatak ng 95.1% o 44.56 milyong mga Pilipino. Ikaw ba? Sa lumalaking mundo ng abilidad at okupasyon, alam mo na ba ang trabahong iyong tatahakin?
Hi po. May I ask po what's your name and can you tell me about your job po?
Hi, good evening everyone. My name is Nicolas Elijah Jr. and I'm working with the Tektronix. We call it Detector Electronics Corporation, in short Tektronix, for 27 years. So our company is situated in Minneapolis, Minnesota, USA. And we are the supplier for a gas company for fire and gas solution.
So, may I ask po kung meron po bang dapat na qualifications academically and meron po bang degree na kailangan para po makapag-apply or para po makapasok sa job na yon?
So my position in my company is I am the International Service Engineer and a consultant. So with this kind of job, you need to be an engineer or you need to be an technician. So most of this position, you need to be a licensed electronics communication engineer, electrical engineer, or mechanical engineers, or any engineering courses which fit to this kind of work. And you need to know as well the basic programming, and also the Microsoft Offices and application, as well as other computers. Literacy is very important.
So, ano po ba yung mga benepisyo or yung mga advantages na nakukuha nyo bilang isang engineer po?
The benefits and advantage for my job is that since I worked with this company for 27 years, I traveled 45 countries already, and with free airlines, free hotels, free accommodations, and you can eat all you can. What you need only is you need to be receipts in order you can claim for your expenses, and you have to be fair enough or honest when you do your expenses. It's not that like if you want the food every day you will expend $100. It's not that. You have to be reasonable as well, so that the company also will trust you.
So, ano po yung mga common challenges na kinakaharap nyo bilang, syempre, isang engineer po, and sa 27 years na yon, mahaba-haba na rin po ang trabaho. Ano po yung mga kadalasan na challenges yung kinakaharap nyo po?
With this kind of job, the common challenges of this position is that in every countries you will be going in, there will be different cultures. It's not like here in Philippines, are more accommodating, and mostly we can speak English or even our local language. But when you go to other countries like Japan, Korea, first time I went, the first country that I've been apart from US is Korea. It's so difficult there. So it's difficult. It's very challenging because of the weather condition, the food, the people to gonna talk to because they don't understand English. So most important is what you can do is you have to do a sign language. If you want to eat, you just only point your fingers, say I want to eat this one. And again, since I've been traveled to different, I was adapted to it. So the challenges of this one is could be listen already. And with this kind of job as well, one of the, I would say, the challenges is that everything is evolving. So meaning there's no technologies coming on, which is new, which is highly sophisticated. So what you can do is to overcome these challenges, you have to study in advance so that you will gain and you will know and learn how to deal with this kind of situation, which may be beyond your knowledge. In fact, you have also your colleague to ask to, or you may ask someone which is more knowledgeable than you, which is essential as well. So in short, be humble with your job, do what you can do, and go along with your friends as well as to your colleague. And that's all. Good night.
Good evening po, Doc. So, my name is Jadalan B. Balabas po. I'm from Signal Village National High School. So, yung interview po, tungkol po sa job nyo. So, don't worry po, hindi po masyado mahirap yung itatanong ko po. So, ayan. So, Doc, what is your name po? First po, ano po muna yung trabaho nyo or ano yung posisyon nyo sa trabahong ito? Ayan.
Postgraduate intern. So in the long journey of becoming a doctor, postgraduate intern is probably the third or second step
Yes po.
into becoming a licensed doctor. So hopefully within the year na kuha ko na yung license.
What are the benefits or advantages of working in this position po? Meron po ganun.
I think the advantage would be mostly you are able to help others health-wise.
Yes.
Your friends are able to reach out to you parang for immediate consult. Parang kunyari magkita-kita lang kayo sa labas, may bigla siyang ma-share na nararamdaman mo. Sabihin mo na, check up ka kasi ganun. So, I think the advantage of being a doctor is also you get to take care of not just strangers, because like, right, patients are strangers, and that's already a given fact. Or you get to, mas nababantayan mo yung health ng family and friends mo. Like, for example, ako with my friends, when we went out, as in like casual dinner lang outside. Tapos bigla silang nag-consult, ganyan, tungkol sa menstruation, irregular menstruation. So, dun mo na magsasabi na, ay, may ganyan ka pala pinagdadaanan. Girl, ba't ka naman nagpapa-check up? So,
Okay.
sila they will be woken up na, ay, kailangan ko pala magpa-check up.
Yeah.
You get to remind them na health is something you have to take care of. And similar with your family. Pag
Yes.
sakala sila nag-busy.
Oh. Oh. Ayan.
Nababantayan mo sila.
Yes. So, totoo po, no? So, my last question po, Doc, no? So, what are the most common challenges faced by people in this job? So, ano po yung mga karaniwang pagsubok na bilang isang doktor or may mga pagsubok po ba kayong nadaanan or experience po? Or para ma-share nyo po sa mga students, just like me po. Ayan po. Ano po yung mga challenges po para aware po kami sa papasukan po naming field na pagiging doctor po. Ayan.
Intern pa nga lang ako. Kasi, sorry, share ko na lang.
Sure po.
Ang timeline ko after college, or 4 years na you're gonna go into med school, which is 4 years then. The 4th year of your med school is clerkship. Technically, nasa hospital ka na, nag-duty ka na rin, pero hindi ka pa graduate. Tapos, internship is graduate ka na from med school, tapos nag-duty ka na rin, pero wala ka ng lisensya. Pero mas mataas ka school. Tapos, din mo after internship, saka ka magkakalisensya, and then, residency. depending on the service that you want to enter, minimum number of years of residency. So now na nasa internship pa lang ako, which is like the second or third thing from med school, second kung apprenticeship. Since nasa internship level pa lang ako, medyo marami akong seniors.
Yes.
Marami. Kasi sa medicine, feel mo yung hierarchy.
Oh.
Hindi mo mararamdaman na patas ka with everyone. Kasi syempre lahat ng mahirap na errand, ibibigay mo sa intern. Tapos yung mga medyo kailangan na lang may theoretical learning, may sarili ka ng decision, ibibigay mo sa intern. So, after, and then eventually, so may lisensya ka na, ikaw na yung mag-decide. So, as an intern, marami kang seniors, marami ka rin pinapakinggan.
Ayan.
It would all range from maraming utos from different seniors. Kapag may gigisahin or like tanong, ganyan.
Oo,
ikaw
mga...
lang ang una, tapos paakyat. So, yun, marami kang seniors, technically maraming pwedeng ibato sa'yo. So that's a lot of things. And there could be, I'm not saying this before, but in our field, there could be power trips, especially in the surgery field. American culture ng surgery. Pero, dapat brave and independent on your own. So, dapat, there's a lot of power tripping, a lot of, basta, you can feel the difference from you and your senior colleague. So, sobrang light. Parang hirap makapag-friend. Parang gano'n.
Opo.
Although meron naman talaga mga doctors or mga residents na makakabarkada mo, ganyan. Pwede kayo kumain sa labas, ganyan. Makapag-inulat kayo with them. Pero, masifeel mo pa rin na mayroong doctors na, ayun, hindi talaga ng tawag yun? Stent sa heart, no simple operations lang. Pagtanggal ng appendix, ganyan.